Hello Leo and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your fortune reading for November 2025 for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Leo. Let's see what we have for you for the month of November. It's how divine timing and orchestration is at play in your life. Good luck, good fortune. And can be any life area. So let's see what Spirit wants to focus on. What do we have? Thank you for our lovely Leos. Thank you for November. We're just going to pull some cards here, Leo, and then go through them bit by bit. Fortunes for Leo, thank you. Angels, spirits, guides for November. What does Leo need to hear? Thank you. All right, cards have been selected. Of course, I've got the cat. We have Tiger. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Tiger's also a sign of personal power. It's very significant for you because you are the cat in tarot. You are the lion in the zodiac. So we have doing something risky, taking a chance. Weeping willow. Family sorrow. And we have wreath, sorrow over a loss. So a loss of some kind. We have transformation number 32. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. We have significant transformation here. Transformation isn't a small energy. And we have Medusa, jealousy leads to downfall. I'm not sure really that's your energy, but we will see. Let's pull some cards, see what we get, Leo. What do we have for our lovely Leos? Thank you. Angels, spirits, guides for our lovely Leos for the month of November. Fortunes for Leo. Overarching energy first, as we always do with this reading. What do we have for Leo? Thank you. High Priestess, not to be underrated. It's how you're being guided by God, Spirit, the universe, the higher realm, through your instinct, intuition, relevant dreams. We have the Eight of Wands. Wheel of Fortune, nice to see in a fortune reading. Good luck, good fortune. Divine timing and orchestration is at play in your life. Judgment. We have the Eight of Cups. The Fool. Four of Swords. And we have the Knight of Swords. Let's pull a card for the High Priestess. Angel, spirits, guides. What do we have for Leo? Thank you. Message for Leo. We have the Seven of Wands. It's come out reversed. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male or female, or the energy of the card, Somebody in touch with your heart, your emotions, your feelings. This feels here, Leo, that it's either somebody in your current circumstances, or it can be someone returning into your life. The fundamental thing is, if it's someone returning into your life, they walked away. But again, out of the blue, it looks like they are wanting to reconnect to you, have a conversation with you in some way, is what I'm seeing for you. For others of you, it feels like somebody who is in your life, I mean, it might well be you're deciding to walk away from them. There's conversations, communications in terms of how things will unfold or how you move forward in this scenario. If you're ready to walk away from someone, it could well be there's some really important conversation that's taken place here in terms of how things will unfold or how to move forward. The Wheel of Fortune gives you an opportunity for change, opportunity to turn things around. It can be that transmutable energy between endings and beginnings. Good luck and good fortune. It might well be here that someone is asking you to give them a chance. Just take a leap of faith, be open. Just give them a chance is what I'm seeing for you. The interesting thing that I'm getting here, Leo, and it probably is to do with things to do with this sorrow energy that I'm getting. In whichever area, it can be something that's about the family or affects the family in some way. But this is somebody who is in your current circumstances. There is a feeling of potentially giving up on someone, something happening where you might be deciding to walk away because you give up. You give up trying to overcome something. You give up trying to defend what you feel is right, true, fair, honourable, defend a moral stance, what you believe in. It might well be here that things have happened with this King of Cups and you're just tired of trying to overcome something and you just give up. So this is somebody who is asking you not to give up on them yet. One final chance. For others of you, this can be someone returning into your life. Again, it can be the same message. It can also sometimes represent when your defenses are down a little bit as well. Is what I'm seeing for you. It could well be that changes in other areas of life are kind of when you feel more vulnerable, when your defenses are down a bit. And again, this person might be reconnecting to you in some way. Might also be the case, so just be aware of that here, Leo. It's about trusting your intuition either way with this scenario, is what I'm seeing for you. Because we have this energy of jealousy leads to downfall. I feel that's linked with this person. It could well be that they exhibit jealous behavior or, again, whatever reason that they re-enter your life in some way. They could just be a jealous individual or easily, igniting those feelings, However, this is somebody who deals with their emotions, their feelings, can offer love in some way here, Leo. But it just feels that sense of either your defenses are down or you're kind of saying to someone, I give up. I'm done, I'm walking away, and there's conversations on that basis. The Fool is taking a chance. Now, this is where the risky behavior is coming in. It might well be that you are taking a risk. This can be about taking a risk and sometimes, moving beyond our own barriers, obstacles not to do something but doing it anyway, our own cautious behavior. This is just that sense of doing it anyway with an opportunity to see if something can be turned around, but fully understanding that you are taking a risk, and it's an energy of being vulnerable in that moment as well. Fully requiring a leap of faith is what I'm seeing for you. Sometimes we ask ourselves with the Fool, would I be foolish to do this? And I think that that's something that you're thinking about here with this being right next to that card, because it's a significant life choice and decision. Again, the Four of Swords, this just feels that sense of you could easily jump into something here, Leo. But either it might well be that you're very mindful that you're vulnerable, your defenses are down, or you just don't know if there's hope in a situation, in the sense of you've given up on this relationship and you decided to walk away. I mean, whichever scenario it is, the Four of Swords is not rushing into something. The Four of Swords is taking a step back to really consider what you do, how you move forward. And it might well be here, if somebody walked away from you in the past, it might have taken a significant amount of energy and time and perseverance to overcome that. And you have to ask yourself if you want to be vulnerable to this person again who did walk away. For others of you, again, this is about trying to figure out whether you feel that there's any hope in this situation, if you do want to take a chance and take a risk on this person, or whether it's time to walk away or not. I think you need some space and time away from this person to really, because it's a major life choice and decision. The Judgment card is a significant choice, whether we see it as that or not. It represents choose wisely, because our actions and decisions, are with us for quite some time, if not permanently. It's a message of you might not get another chance again. Whatever this scenario is, choose carefully and choose what you really want, because, like I said, it might not come around again. And it can be a life path change. We choose to either give someone a second chance or move in either on the direction that you're on or in a different direction, depending on whether it's your existing circumstances or someone returning into your life. But the fundamental energy remains the same. Really take a step back to really consider this. Even seek counsel from somebody who you trust would be the energy here. Because it feels here, Leo, that... And that could be the Knight of Swords as well. The Knight of Swords can be conversations, getting more information. You might be choosing to sound somebody out about this. Again, the Knight of Swords also represents a clear way forward. This is the direction I'm moving in. Getting your head straight in terms of the direction that you're moving in here. But it feels like not so fast to just leap in with both feet. You're very mindful in terms of the choice that's before you, and you want to make the right choice, is what I'm seeing as well. I also feel for some of you, there's a level of vulnerability that I'm experiencing here in the reading where it just feels that sense of being extra vulnerable at this time, and you're aware of that. So you don't want to make any fast moves because you really want to make conscious choices that are aligned with what you feel comfortable with. And that's what I'm seeing here. This can be here, Leo. You either have an opportunity to embrace change and transformation by either giving somebody a second chance or moving in a different direction. If it's your existing circumstances, this is that point when you can decide to either take a leap of faith or carve out a brand new path for yourself. For others of you, again, it could be someone coming back into your life. And again, that will happen on one of two reasons. One of two things will happen from then on. Sometimes people come back into our lives. Firstly, it can sometimes be that there's always been that energy that was never quite finished, unfinished business in some way. It can sometimes give us an opportunity for closure. We can always say no if we don't want to, if we don't feel that that relationship avenue is available to us anymore or right for us anymore. But it gives us closure in a scenario and gives the other person closure as well. For others of you, it can also be, it gives us an opportunity for a second time round. So this is the scenario that I see for you. If this is a person that is insecure, that thrives on making you jealous, Leo, again, think carefully about whether you want that energy in your life again, you know? Because if this is somebody who is emotionally insecure and, you know, kind of has that impact on making you feel insecure in the relationship as well, in some way, shape or form by, you know, provoking some kind of jealousy in some way. Again, you have to choose whether you want to take the risk or the chance on that too. Be very mindful that there is something about defenses being down and making conscious choices with this is what I'm seeing for you. But if you take a step back, and I feel for a lot of you here, you clarify the way forward. It might well be by discussing it with someone here, because it just feels that sense of you need to get more information. You need to get a clear way forward in your head by taking a step back and thinking about things. All right, let's pull you a message from Spirit. What do we have for our lovely Leo? Thank you. What does Spirit want Leo to hear? We have serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. This is about staying centered within. Let's pull one more. We have a child's love. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during this time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest parts of our hearts. So Leo, those are your two messages from Spirit that come out for a reason. It could well be you're mindful of another person or people. Again, it is a message from Spirit, so this could be coming to you just as part of the reading that you need to hear. But this just feels that sense of you need to be centered within throughout this whole process and trust your intuition with the High Priestess in terms of how you feel you should move forward. There is a judgment call here, Leo, but I think that taking a step back will give you a clear way forward. And again, discussing it with someone else might also be relevant here too. Leo, that is your fortune reading for, it feels like unfinished business either way, but getting a clear direction in terms of how you want to move forward here. That's what I have for you for the month of November 2025. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful November, and I will see you next time.